Hi, my name is Robin Maxey, and I will be discussing forging an equitable future. Where do I imagine our families and communities in the next 50 years? Given everything that's going on right now with our current administration, I feel like I would like to imagine a future where we are not terrorized by ICE raids and we are not having legal immigrants being deported. I would also I envision a future where people aren't questioned on their race, gender, or citizenship status. But doing this requires a lot of deep-seated work on all of our individual levels, as well as holding different source places accountable. What is multiculturalism? Multiculturalism is the presence or support of multiple cultural traditions within a single society. This can include workplace diversity or policies for diversity. I brought up uh, workplace stuff because this has been an ongoing issue in Canada where they are actively trying to include multiculturalist policies, but it is kind of a double-edged sword because it is actively um, ignoring the struggles that a lot of these ethnic groups face. Um, Basically glorifying taking all the good but forgetting about all the bad and not actually making progress for these people. When multiculturalism fails, this kind of leads back to my previous slide. Um, we discussed this in uh, a few of our articles, but there is a thing called the model minority myth that essentially pits different ethnic groups against each other. Um, but basically, as soon as that's no longer convenient for white supremacy, it gets thrown out the window. An example being that Asian people are oftentimes pitted against Black people. Um, with a sense of superiority, but as soon as something comes along like COVID, they are deemed as dirty or whatever have you because it is convenient at the time. Um, so the first step past multiculturalism is intersectionality, and it is what we should be striving for. Basically, understanding and not just bulldozing our identities. So we discussed this in our class, and this is why ethnic studies is very important because it allows us to basically discuss things that we normally wouldn't and allow us to engage in communities that we normally wouldn't. I took a Arabic Voices and Visions class last year, and it was very beneficial for me. I engaged with a lot of communities that I normally wouldn't have, and that is why ethnic study is important. The only downside to this is that essentially, uh, a lot of these spaces are really only held on college campuses. So we really got to go out of our way to try and form these communities. And that's part of why I'm a huge advocate for being involved in your local community and getting involved in, uh, you know, other communities in your neighborhood. And that is it. Thank you so much.